Thanks for being here.
Yeah, man.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
First question, these are pretty much pertaining about day one. Um, how was your round one? Any takeaways or anything you'll be watching out for on day two?
Yeah, it was a good round. Pavgo it's a good course, and um, didn't come out on the start I wanted. I felt like pars were a little more exciting than they should have been. Pars should be a little more routine, and um, you can't. Not every day is gonna be great, but I'm a hungry dude. I come to these things to try and win them. I enjoy the social aspect. That's just it's just a side part for me. I'm a competitive person, and I have played sports my whole life, and I directed all of that energy to adaptive golf, and I think I really have um, an eagerness to win. So when I have a day like today, which was 7 over 79, and the leaders even, so I'm 7 strokes back. It's you know once I realized it wasn't my day, the biggest thing was let's just keep it respectable and let's keep it to where if I have a really good day tomorrow, I can actually make something happen. So yeah, man, just the main focus today was just battle, right? Like when the putts aren't dropping and the shots that feel good just don't go where you want them to. It's frustrating, but at the end of the day, we're adaptive athletes, but we consider ourselves borderline professionals, and we take this pretty seriously. So it was a lot of takeaways today, and tomorrow we're just gonna be hunting pins. We're gonna be hunting pins. We're gonna score good tomorrow.
Looking out today on the field, was there any specific athlete or competitor that stood out to you or you're keeping an eye
Um, yeah, a few. Andrew Austin, Jimmy the Kid. He's our boy here. He played unreal. I think he's due for some attention, man. I think he got a lot of attention on like what he plays with and what he plays through and how he plays. But I want the world to know like how good of a player he really is, and he has the possibility to show that this weekend. Um, and then obviously Max Togasala, like absolutely stick of a guy, and with everything he's gone through, in his life to turn it around and now be leading a tournament going into the final day. It's pretty cool. So, and everyone else in the tournament, man, like whether you play good or not, you look around and you see these players, playing with these disabilities, and it's unbelievable how well they can hit it. And so I love Max, love the boys, but I'd hope to see myself win. But if I don't win, I'd like to see Andrew Austin or one of the boys win.
on? What would it mean for you to win an Arizona Adaptive Open? Could you describe the feeling of standing on an 18th green knowing you've captured a major accomplishment?
Yeah, it's something I've dreamed about. I've come really close to winning a tournament. I've won a qualifier. I won it this May, and that was a really cool feeling, right? So it's kind of one of those things where when you wave the steak in front of the lion, the lion wants the steak, and it's once you get a little taste of that winning, you just want it. It's like a drug. So um, like I said, I come into all these tournaments just wanting to win. I want that more than anything, and so it would mean the world. Especially making a little story out of it, coming back. Like obviously this isn't where I wanted to be. Here talking to you guys, at 7 back, right? I wanted to be in a little better spot talking to you guys, but at the same time, it makes for a good story. So let's do it.
If you could go back and speak to yourself on the day you first picked up a club, what encouraging words would you give yourself?
Man, first, that's such a good question because I didn't like golf. I played hockey, I played lacrosse, and I thought golf was the most boring sport. I thought there was no future in it, blah blah blah, whatever. And if I only I knew like where what, that I'm going to be where I am today, I probably wouldn't ever put a club down. If I knew the possibilities for adaptive golf were what they are, I'd be the kit popper, or the people who you see winning all these tournaments, because when in when there's a spot for you in this game, it's a little easier to kind of gravitate towards it, right? And I think no matter who you ask at this house or in this community, they're gonna say that this is their main goal, right? They want to be seen by younger kids with disabilities, and to be told, or to show that there is a spot for them in golf. And they might not be able to go out and play a contact sport, but they can be a competitive athlete in golf. So
For someone who's never watched an adaptive golf event, what's one thing you want them to witness about you guys' play?
oh, that's a great question. There's a lot to see, as you guys saw today, traveling the course. And just the possibilities out there are endless. We got people with upper limb impairments, we got people with lower limb impairments, we got intellectual, we got neurological, short stature, all this stuff. But what's really cool to see is that the second they tee off, they're not disabled. They're not disabled. They're an athlete, right? And if, for example, today I played with a neurological and a seated player, and you wouldn't know, right? Because it's just like, man, like I cheer this guy on, but I'm coming for his head. It's like I want to win, and we're all just athletes. And at the end of the day, it's like we sit back and we talk about our struggles in everyday life, and we're like, oh my God, like we understand each other, right? But what someone would be able to see if they came to an adaptive golf event is how hard we play, and how much we care about this stuff. And it's really cool to see that we're just athletes.
Going into day two, is there any fine tuning that you need to do? Anything taken away from day one, do the same or different?
Yeah, driver was good. Approach shots could use a little work, right? But that'll come naturally. That's one of those things where, as a golfer who's played a lot, it's just, some things come, some things go. And so the approach shots tomorrow will be better, but definitely need to dial in the putting, right? I'm from the East Coast, so coming to the west side of the states is a little bit of a different scenario when it comes to conditions and grass and all that stuff. And not excuses, but at the end of the day, it's a different type of golf, and the putting is mostly affected when it comes to speeds and stuff like that. And one missed putt is the same equivalent to a 300-yard drive. So we're gonna get that dialed in tomorrow, make some birdie putts, and we're gonna go low tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
I never
boys.
thought about it. One missed putt is
Yeah, dude. How
that's-
crazy is that? So like literally, like one putt is the same equivalent to a massive drive.
Well, thank you.